Welcome into the DFS Den. It's Dave Eddy here, aka Corporal Eddie on Twitter. Back to our winning ways yesterday. Looking to get back into it here on Easter Sunday. It is only a couple hours before lock here as I'm recording this. We've got an early slate, so let's just hop into it and not waste any time. We will start off with pitching as usual. Looking near the top here as per the usual, and Nestor Cortez stands out to me right off the bat. He's got a matchup in Baltimore. Nestor is looking like the second highest priced pitcher on the slate, typically where I like to live. And then I'm going to come down a little bit looking at Drew Rasmussen going up against Oakland. I mean, Tampa Bay has just been on fire, both pitching and with offense. Rasmussen threw 6 innings of 2-hit baseball with 7 Ks last time out. I'm expecting something very similar. Freddie Peralta, John Gray, also interesting for me, but it's going to be Cortez and Rasmussen where my exposure mostly lies. We hop on over to the hitting side of things. Listen, Tampa's going to be my favorite stack until they give me a reason not to be. They have just been on fire, and I don't think that their ownership, really reflects that yet. So I guess I'm going to keep riding that train until it stops. I'm looking at Brandon Lowe, though. That rhymed unintentionally, but lefty versus righty matchup going up against Caprillion. He's going to be batting at the top of that order, first or second, typically. So going to probably get an extra at bat out of him. Hopefully, that can make a difference, and he's not too expensive. So I like revolving a stack around him. And then speaking of not too expensive, now granted it is a catcher, so that does make him, a little bit more expensive, but even for a catcher, he's still in the mid range. And that's going to be Cal Raleigh going up against Cleveland and Zach Plesac. He's a guy who's been hitting right in the middle of that Seattle lineup. I do like the Seattle lineup. So that's a huge plus. He hasn't really, had a super great start to the season, but he has been pretty decent. He's only got 1 hit in the last 3 games, so hopefully he goes a little bit underlooked. I do like the idea, though, of him, hitting in the middle of the order, something we don't often get at catcher, and when we do, it's usually not too cheap. That's where we're looking today. I hope everyone ends up having a great Easter. I hope we win money on top of it. Please go ahead and drop a like on here for me. I really appreciate that. It helps me to know that, you're watching and you're winning right along with me. Most importantly for yourself, pop on over here, subscribe to the channel. You're going to want to turn on notifications so you get an alert every time a new video comes out. Not very long do we have where this information is actionable, so those alerts help out a lot. I wish you the best of luck, and we'll see you tomorrow.